I suppose the best thing to do would be, because there's some people that are quieter than others, and I think this was an opportunity for me certainly, because I suppose a lot of the fans that I've kind of got over the years with Celtic Thunder are wondering, what am I doing now? What's next? You know, a lot of fans kind of, I think, expected me to leave Celtic Thunder in December and have my own tour lined up and an album ready by February. You know, of course.
At least by April.
Yeah, at least by April. So it's important to kind of grab opportunities to talk to people and tell them what I'm doing, and I'm not just having fun in New York. You know.
What else do you have to do on those snowy winter days in New York?
Well, when we got to New York first, after the tour being so full on, I decided I would take. I had one gig in December in Chicago. It was a private gig, and I said once that was out of the way, I was going to take the rest of the month off. Because the voice, it's important to look after the voice, like any other muscle in the body. If you're using it all the time, you know, you need to give it rest as well. So I decided I would take pretty much up until mid-January off. There's nothing goes on in January anyway. That's why the cruise is always great. And so I used that opportunity in January to meet. There was a convention on in New York, an APAP convention, which is basically for theatre agents and artists to convene, and they sell their shows and so forth. And of course, I just went in with business cards and blagged my way around and talked to everybody and anybody and built up loads of contacts. And so from that, we're now working on a tour, and we're aiming to have dates for November. So my management in Ireland are working in cahoots with Sharon and a booking agent here. So all going well, we'll have dates announced. It's a difficult time because obviously a lot of theatres book their gigs well in advance, maybe 2 years in advance, you know. So what we're trying to do is find obviously locations that I would have a following, I suppose, and to see which every time I go to somebody goes, you're huge here, and then you can turn up and there'll be 10 people there, you know? Her and her family, you know. So yeah, so we're basically we're looking at all those kind of things. My priority is to get an album out, because that's, I suppose, fundamentally what I do. I record songs, and then the gigs will come on the back of that, I think, you know. I was just telling Laura on the way up, the album has been sorted, and with regards to the business end of things, the financing and all that, that's all been signed off on, only literally within the last 24 hours. So we will definitely have an album by September. There'll be no question about that. It'll be on your shelves by September. And I'm working on a couple of ideas with regards to distribution and marketing and so forth, maybe signing with one of the big labels.